What if the very thing you believe will make you rich is actually keeping you poor? Some of the smartest people in the world are financially struggling, not because they lack intelligence, but because intelligence alone doesn't create wealth. In fact, sometimes it creates the exact habits that prevent it. Before we begin, if you're interested in financial freedom, wealth building, and understanding the real logic behind money, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. On this channel, we break down the principles of ownership, leverage, and financial independence that most schools never teach. Now let's get started. Most people believe that success comes from becoming smarter, more educated, and more qualified. But if intelligence alone created wealth, every professor would be rich, every PhD would be financially free, and every top student would become a millionaire. Reality tells a different story. Many highly intelligent people spend decades working hard without ever achieving true financial freedom. Why? Because they fall into three powerful traps. Trap number 1: believing knowledge equals wealth. Smart people often spend their lives collecting knowledge, degrees, certifications, credentials, academic achievements. They become experts in understanding the world, but they never learn how to own a piece of it. Knowledge is valuable, but knowledge by itself doesn't create wealth. Ownership does. The wealthy understand something that many intelligent people overlook. There is a huge difference between learning about assets and owning assets. You can study real estate for 20 years and never buy a property. You can read hundreds of books about business and never build one. You can understand investing perfectly and still never invest. Information alone changes nothing. Application changes everything. Many people collect credentials like trophies, believing that one more degree will finally unlock financial freedom. But freedom rarely comes from knowing more. It comes from owning more. The goal is not simply to understand how the machine works. The goal is to own the machine. Trap number 2: analysis paralysis. This is one of the most dangerous traps intelligent people face. Because smart people can see risks that others don't. They analyze every possibility. They calculate every downside. They prepare for every scenario. And then they wait. And wait. And wait. Until the opportunity disappears. The smartest mind can become its own prison. Every investment seems risky. Every business idea seems flawed. Every opportunity appears uncertain. And while they are searching for certainty, others are taking action. The truth is simple. There is no perfect investment. No perfect business. No perfect timing. No perfect opportunity. Perfection is an illusion. While intelligent people are busy eliminating risk, successful people are busy managing risk. They understand that action creates experience. Experience creates wisdom. And wisdom creates results. You cannot think your way into success. At some point you must act. Because the cost of inaction is often greater than the cost of failure. Most failures can teach valuable lessons, but opportunities lost to hesitation rarely return. Overanalysis has buried more dreams than lack of intelligence ever could. Trap number 3: the employee mindset. This is where many intelligent people spend their entire lives. They become highly skilled professionals. They earn impressive salaries. They receive promotions. They gain status and recognition. And from the outside, everything looks successful. But underneath, many remain trapped. Because they still depend on trading time for money. And time is the one resource that cannot be scaled. The higher the salary, the stronger the trap often becomes. A larger paycheck creates a more comfortable lifestyle. A more comfortable lifestyle creates greater dependence. And greater dependence makes it harder to walk away. These are the golden handcuffs. A prestigious title. A comfortable income. And a life built around maintaining both. The employee sells hours. The owner builds assets. The employee works for money. The owner creates systems that generate value. There is nothing wrong with having a job. But a job alone rarely creates freedom. Because freedom begins when your income becomes disconnected from your daily effort. If your income stops the moment you stop working, you don't own a system. You own a responsibility. The wealthy focus on ownership. Ownership of businesses. Ownership of investments. Ownership of intellectual property. Ownership of systems that continue producing value long after the work is done. And this brings us to the most important concept of all. Leverage. Leverage is the bridge between effort and wealth. It allows one idea to reach millions of people, one asset to generate income repeatedly, one system to create value 24 hours a day. Without leverage, your income is limited by your time. With leverage, your results can grow far beyond your personal effort. This is why wealthy people focus on building systems, businesses, investments, technology, teams, assets. They understand a simple truth. You cannot scale your time, but you can scale ownership. And that changes everything. At the end of the day, wealth is not about being the smartest person in the room. It is about creating something that works even when you're not there. The smartest person is often the busiest. And sometimes that's the problem. They become so valuable inside someone else's system that they never build their own. Intelligence is a powerful tool. But without action, it becomes hesitation. Without ownership, it becomes labor. Without leverage, it becomes limitation. True wealth is built when knowledge becomes action. Action becomes assets. And assets become freedom. So stop asking how to become smarter. Start asking how to own more. How to build more. How to create systems that buy back your time. Because financial freedom doesn't belong to those who know the most. It belongs to those who act, build, and own. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comments which of these traps you've experienced in your own life. And remember, don't just be smart. Be free.